Hey, welcome to another episode of Poolside Sales Chat. I am Bernie Borges, CEO of Find and Convert and host of the Social Business Engine podcast. Hey, on this episode, I am going to talk about why AI is disrupting the B2B sales process. I published a blog post on March 28th, 2017. In fact, I'm going to link to it right up in here. So just click on that to access that blog post. And I have to tell you, I'm having fun with that blog post because I've been getting criticism about that blog post. And the reason that I've been getting criticism about it is because it kind of speaks to a little bit of the future. And even though I talk about what's available today in the way of AI and the impact it's having on the B2B sales process, it speaks a lot to the future. However, there are things that you can do today, and I actually published episode 30 of Poolside Sales Chat where I give a detailed account of what the B2B sales process is going to look like in the near future. So I encourage you to check that out. I'll also link to that up here as well as down here in the show notes for this episode. But specifically, I do want to talk about today, what you can do today to harness AI technology in the B2B sales process. First and foremost, the most important thing to understand is that it's no longer going to be about the sales process. It's going to be all about the buyer's journey. For years now, the buyer has gotten a lot more control in their ability to access information online and to be more in control of sort of their destiny as they're evaluating B2B products. But as AI is becoming more rapidly available and we're able to personalize the engagement with the buyer, it really is more about managing that relationship and managing that journey. And the new B2B salesperson is going to be part data scientist and part manager. And what she needs to be able to do is kind of manage the dashboard, if you will, of activities that are taking place, while also, which is the data science part, right? But then also managing the internal relationships. Yeah, I've got an airplane coming up above. We don't do any editing here in Poolside Sales Chat. If a deer goes by, the deer stays in the video. But the data science part of the B2B salesperson is to manage all that data in the dashboard that's powered by AI technology. But then also the management part is to manage that internal communication that's going to be taking place between internal subject matter experts and then the buyers as they're engaging and touching your brand. But let me speak to specifically, because that scenario is still probably a couple of quarters out, depending on when you're watching this video. If you're watching this video in late 2017 or early 2018, that scenario might already be here. But I'm recording this in April of 2017, and that scenario is still just a few months or quarters away. But today, what we can be doing in B2B is, first and foremost, we can be harnessing the power of AI to identify what content will not guess or think, but what content will engage our buyer in a way that's relevant and meaningful to that buyer, so that buyer will want to engage with my brand. AI-powered technology, content marketing technology powered by AI makes that possible. It takes the guesswork out of it. It takes the heavy lifting part out of people having to do weeks and weeks of analysis to determine what content is going to work in order to attract our buyer. So today, that is a thing that we can be focused on, is harnessing the power of AI in our content marketing strategy. That also means that sales and marketing need to be working together, need to be collaborating like never before to truly define what that buyer's journey looks like, truly define what each persona in the buyer's journey looks like, what their pain points are, what their specific needs are in different phases of the buyer's journey, so that when you are using AI to assess what content you need to produce, you're doing it with the right information, that sales and marketing have collaborated on exactly what it is that that buyer needs. So again, the thought I want to leave you with here is that while AI is in fact revolutionizing the B2B sales process, and while there are elements of it that are still a little bit in the future, what we can be doing today in 2017, whether you're early or mid 2017, is harnessing the power of AI in our content marketing strategy to determine the precise content that we know, not think, not guess, that we know our buyer will want to engage with. So here's my simple call to action to you. Go check out that blog post that I wrote on March 28th, 2017. while you're there, you'll see a link to a podcast that I produced. That's a 5-episode podcast that addresses this very topic of how to harness AI in your content marketing strategy today so that you can be more effective at lead generation. Hey, for more content like this, make sure you are subscribed to our Social Business Engine channel. Of course, that is at socialbusinessengine.com. You can also get there right from our blog at findandconvert.com. Again, this is Bernie Borges. I am CEO of Find and Convert and host of the Social Business Engine podcast. I'm wishing you continued sunshine. I'll see you next time.